Hello, Arthur. What brings you all the way down here?
Oh, nothing much, Thomas. I just came to pick up some trucks and take them back to the fishing village.
Well, that's cool. I was just shunting here.
All according to plan.
Currently, Sodor is going through a big hardship. Ever since the accident which resulted in the first passenger deaths that ever happened on the railway, including with drivers, firemen, and the 2 locomotives involved, Sir Topham Hatt was forced to sell off almost half of the engines. All that remains now is us, the main 12, plus Murdoch, Jeffrey, Boko, and Daisy, including the private engines Bill, Ben, and Mavis. We are the last remaining engines on Sodor. Thomas has been trying to keep his spirits up, but he still feels guilty about it. He blames himself for not trying to get Arthur out of the way. However, none of us blame him. In fact, we tell him you shouldn't blame yourself. It wasn't your fault. How could have you predicted Alfred was going to come in like that? But Thomas still blinks. Gordon and Edward have been supporting him majorly, including Duck. Edward and Duck being Thomas's best friends.
So from that day forth, we all decided, with the engines that were left on Sodor, we would all stick together as a family, no matter what would happen. We continued to work hard, and we always will. Edward was getting his side rods replaced. He was having maintenance done on him when... Huh? I haven't heard a whistle like that since. Hey, hello, Edward! It's been a while, hasn't it? Howen? I'm confused. I thought Sir Topham Hatt sold you with the other engines to other heritage railways. Well, he attempted to, but unfortunately no other heritage railways wanted me, so the works here decided to purchase me as their private engine. They've been wanting one for a while, so now I work here. And this is a good thing since I didn't have to leave Sodor. Well, it is a good thing you didn't have to go, unlike the others. Oh, so it is true then. All the other engines are gone. Well, not all of them. There's Thomas, me, Henry, Gordon, James, Percy, Toby, Duck, the Scottish twins, Oliver, Emily, Murdoch, Jeffrey, Boko, Daisy, And Timothy. And of course the private engines, Mavis, Bill, Ben, and Derek. And Salty technically works at Brendam, so he's technically privately owned, so that means he can't be sold. Oh. Well, at least it's good knowing there are other engines still on the island besides you. And me. At least you still have all your friends. Yep, and I even have my wonderful girlfriend. Alright, well, I can't sit around here all day. I gotta get back to work. See you later, Edward. See ya, Howland. Well, at least it's good knowing is that at least some engines that were sold were able to stay on the island. Alright, Edward, we put on your new sod rods. You're clear to go. Thank you, sir. Now I can finally get back to the main line with my friends. See you later, Howland. See you, Edward. Soon, Edward returned back to the sheds. The other engines were already there, and they looked pretty excited. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Edward. Why is everyone so excited for? Sir Tom has an announcement to tell us. I wonder what it could be. Engines, I have a very important announcement to tell you. After a lot of hard bargaining, including a bit of persuasion and saving up a lot of money, I have been able to purchase us a new engine that will help double-head express trains with Gordon. So this means we'll have 2 express services. Sir, I understand I've needed help with the express for a bit, but I thought the whole reason you sent all the other engines away, sir, was so we wouldn't have financial issues after the accident. Well, yes, I did send all those other engines away. By the way, sir, how are they doing? Are they doing okay? Yes, they are, Edward. I've sent most of them to the Bluebell Railway, and I've also sent a couple to the National Railway Museum, so this means they're in good hands. But that is not the point. I have saved up a lot of money, and I took it out of my own pocket to buy this engine from a certain owner, and now he's officially in Northwestern Railway hands. So now joining our fleet will be the one and only Flying Scotsman. The engines were astounded. They had no idea that the Flying Scotsman would join their fleet. I can't believe it, sir. You're bringing my brother to join me on the Wild Nor'Wester. Well, he'll actually be pulling a different service compared to you, Gordon. While you'll still continue pulling the normal Wild Nor'Wester Express, he will pull a new express service we have officially dubbed the Flying Sodor. Sir, that's amazing. Thank you so much, sir. Trust me, you will not regret this. Me and my brother will work very hard. I know you both will. Now, all of you, you should all get your rest. You have a busy day tomorrow, and Flying Scotsman will be arriving later in the afternoon, pulling the new express service. Have a good night, engines. Good night, sir. One by one, all the engines went to sleep. They were all tired and were waiting for tomorrow. All except Edward and Thomas. Edward was stargazing while Thomas was in his own thoughts. Edward, a bit concerned, asked him what was wrong. Thomas, are you okay? I mean, when I got back here, and then we, heard about the news about Flying Scotsman, you didn't seem all too happy. Edward, I'm just a bit worried. Worried about what? You can tell me. And I promise you I won't tow another engine. I'm just worried about the fact is, with the new engine, what if something goes wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Well, you still blame yourself for what happened with Arthur, don't you? It was my fault, Edward. If only I had rushed in and helped pull them out of the way in time, he would still be alive and none of us would be in this mess. It's my fault I got all those engines sent away to other railways and museums. I basically put engines out of regular service, and now they're on heritage railways, museums, and it's all my fault. Thomas, I've told you this once, and we've all told you this once, and we will tell you again. It was not your fault. Fault. Yes, you could have rushed in and saved Arthur, but thank God you didn't. Because if you did, what if you didn't get him out of the way in the time? The accident could have been way worse. Or worse yet, what if you also get shoved in the ocean? You would have also been killed. Then who would Timothy have? And who would me and Duck have as our best friends? I understand you're devastated about what happened. We all were. But you should know, none of us on this whole island blame you. That was completely out of your control. And the other thing too, how do you not know that those engines would have been sent away if you had saved Arthur or not? Thank you, Edward. What would I do without you? What do you expect? Me and Duck are your best friends. Now you get some sleep. We got a long day tomorrow, and a new engine arrival. Okay. Good night, Edward. Good night, Thomas. Thomas went to sleep, but Edward continued to stargaze until a certain someone would come back to the sheds. Later. Ah, there's my love. Hello, Edward. Hello, Emily. How was your day today? It was good. I got my side rods replaced and I returned to the sheds and I found out that Flying Scotsman is going to be a new engine here. What? The Flying Scotsman? A new engine? Indeed. We are finally getting a new engine. Oh, that's wonderful. At least we won't be crushed under the workload anymore. I know. I love you, Emily. I love you too, Edward. We should probably get some sleep. We got a long day tomorrow. Indeed. Good night, my love. Good night, too. The engine slept soundly, preparing for another days of hard work.